Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Programele noastre oferă multe limbi. Vă puteți uita pe suprememastertv.com/schedule.
To me, it's as if nature has said, you now understand what's going on. You now know you have to bring back life. Okay? That's the only way you are going to survive. Otherwise, you are also going to die.
Climate Crisis, Countdown to Year Zero, Part 4 of 7. Continue watching to find out more.
Nog een mooie dag means have a beautiful day in Dutch, the official language of Bonaire. I'm Laura. The people of Bonaire wish that you would come to visit our beautiful country to enjoy its magnificent scenery, delicious vegan foods, and delightful culture. We wish that you experience an abundance of good things. Thank you for joining us for part 4 of our 7-part series, Climate Crisis, Countdown to Year Zero.
Warning, you might find the content herein disturbing, but the truth must be revealed.
In our previous episodes, we learned that at the current rate of destruction of animals and the natural environment, we could annihilate Earth by the year 2026. We also learned that we can save ourselves from this dangerous outcome by making just one small change, adopting a vegan lifestyle. But how can we make this change in such a short period of time? In this episode, we'll learn that one of the most powerful tools for encouraging people to change is social media. On today's program, we'll meet 2 social media animal rights advocates, Mr. Ryuji Chua, a dedicated activist from Los Angeles, California, USA, and Ms. Renee King Sonnen, founder of Rowdy Girl Sanctuary in Wilder, Texas, USA. Mr. Chua has almost 60,000 followers and posts numerous videos on Instagram and YouTube, inspiring others to become vegan. How does Ryuji use social media to spread the vegan message?
By me putting out content on the internet and being like, hey, this is what I'm about. I'm vegan, this is my life is awesome, I have awesome friends. People can see that and look up to that and be like, wow, that's cool, I want to do that too. And the reason I think social media is so important too is because of this idea of tribes. Today we have this opportunity to change the world by creating communities. I'm not going to get to the whole world as one person. There's 7.6 billion people in the world. I can't speak to everyone. But what if I can speak to 1,000 people? And I can not only speak to them, but empower them to create their own community. And then they can empower their community to create more communities. And in that way, we can really spread a movement.
I'm married to a multi-generational cattle rancher. I went vegan October 31st, 2014. What happened is I started questioning my husband. I started wondering why we weren't eating our own animals. You know, we always bought meat from the store and we sold the babies to the sale barn. I want to know why we don't eat our own animals. And he said, because I know them, Renee. And that didn't ring right for me. It took about 4 years of pressure from me to my husband for me to finally draw the line in the sand where I could no longer participate in the violence and the cruelty of sending the baby calves to the sale barn. We are creating a new model that other ranchers are going to naturally want to gravitate to because the old paradigm isn't working. Dairy farmers are committing suicide. You hear about it all the time. The environment is being ravaged by all these hurricanes. So these animals are being drowned, and insurance companies are having to come in and constantly overtake, and help these ranchers out again, one more bailout after another. So ranchers are looking. They just do not know what to do.
Chicken farmer, cattle rancher family in the heart of chicken ranch country has gone vegan. They used to send to slaughter 100,000 chickens every 52 days. Get your mind around this. They have a cattle ranch operation, beautiful cows. Right now they have 205 cows that they refuse to send to slaughter. Cattle rancher, chicken farmers gone vegan.
So we are in one of the most biodiverse regions of the world. About 5% of the biodiversity of the planet is supposed to be in this region. And it is being cut down and turned into cattle ranches. So you can see, cows. This has become like the cattle ranching capital. This is why I think it's important for us to come to Costa Rica and help them reverse this situation so that the biodiversity is preserved. He who has a why to live for can endure almost anyhow. This is why the why is so important. If you have been studying what's going on in the environment, the why becomes almost obvious. We know why we have to have a vegan world. In 2009, I was at this sanctuary in the Western Ghats of India. I got the most depressed at that sanctuary because I saw how beautiful nature is. You just leave nature alone and you get back the forest. We just take human beings out, all other species are happy. They create a beautiful forest, they drop their seeds and new trees are born. And here we are, we take everything and we flush it down the toilet somewhere and it goes, So the way we are interacting with nature, it looks like we don't belong. It turns out that in the last 3 million years, the earth has been going through so many glacial periods and interglacial periods. So ice ages. And during an ice age, life struggles to survive. Life literally dies out because it's covered by ice. So 90,000 years you get this ice age, and then for 10,000 years you get this interglacial period where the ice retreats and life expands. Over the last 12,000 years or so, we came out of the previous ice age and into the current interglacial period. And for the last 10,000 years, the temperature has stayed pretty constant. And the reason is that human beings started burning down forests. And this is what we have done over the last 10,000 years. Unknowingly, we kept the temperature constant over the last 10,000 years. So that the Earth did not go back to an ice age 6,000 years ago. So in that sense, the world as we know it was created 6,000 years ago. That's when humans took over the climate of the planet. And in the last 200 years, we discovered fossil fuels. And we dug them up and we burnt them. So that's also carbon. That's stored carbon from all the trees that lived millions of years ago. So we took them out and we burnt them. And in the process, we have raised it. The carbon dioxide levels have now come to over 410 parts per million. So the Earth is getting hotter as a result of that. The Earth is getting hotter, we are killing animals, we are destroying forests still, and so we have no choice but to return the forest. Okay? When you return the forest, you can sequester all that extra carbon that's in the atmosphere back on the ground. You'll give back land for the animals to recover. All that carbon that we have put from the fossil fuels will stay in the atmosphere and it will keep the temperature constant. So we can return the temperature back to what it was 200 years ago and bring life back. That's the only way out that we have. That's the only way out where I see light. To me, it's as if nature has said, you now understand what's going on. You now know you have to bring back life. Okay? That's the only way you are going to survive. Otherwise, you are also going to die. And we are the thermostat species for the planet. It's our job as human beings to maintain conditions of climate and weather, the environment for all life to flourish.
Many thanks, Dr. Rao, for reminding us that the future of Earth lies in our hands. We pray that all beings will soon adopt the vegan lifestyle to save our precious planet. For more information on the documentary, please visit janeunchained.com. Magnificent viewers, thank you for your company today. Please join us again on Tuesday, April 28th for part 5 of our series Climate Crisis Countdown to Year Zero. Coming up next is Vima Home Bringing Hope and Love to Benin, part 3 of 3, right after noteworthy news. Through the grace of the divine, may you enjoy many more joyful years on our magnificent, peaceful earth.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/PE